Let's get to this story. We've got turning to the House Homeland Security Subcommittee hearing today on the border crisis. Former acting ICE Director Thomas Homan testified there were fireworks again. Homan pushing back again against Democrats.
I'm not sure what you mean by zero tolerance. Are you saying zero tolerance, no one ever coming to the United States? Is that your zero tolerance policy?
No, you're referring to family separations that have happened under numerous presidents, not just this president. It was zero tolerance to prosecute those who knowingly, intentionally violate our laws.
So, and supporting that policy, you would support family separation then?
Whenever someone gets arrested for a crime, they get booked into a jail, their child can't go with them. Just like if I got arrested tonight, my child couldn't go with me. So it's not about family separations.
Well, the interesting thing about your argument is that these people committed no crimes.
You enter the United States illegally, it's a crime.
With us now, look who's here, Fox News contributor Thomas Homan. Great to see you, sir. Your reaction to the hearing today?
Well, look, it's a continuation of them pushing a false narrative. This whole hearing is about the Remain in Mexico program, the Migrant Protection Protocol, and they're saying this administration is purposely sending these people back to Mexico to wait for their hearings, put them in harm's way, and be tortured, raped, and put in danger. However, they're ignoring the very fact that they're coming to the country because they're failing to close the loopholes. 31% of women have already been raped. Children have already died before we even got custody of them to return to Mexico. So if they really care about these people and their safety and security, close the loopholes we've asked you to for 2 years. We wouldn't have the Migration Protection Protocol. There wouldn't have been no zero tolerance. There wouldn't have been record deportations if they would have done their job 2 years ago.
Yeah, but now it's after the fact posturing to go after people like you.
No, look, not very few of the Democratic congressmen asked me a question. I think they know that I have the facts, and my facts is not going to jive with their false narrative. So they stayed away from me pretty much during the whole hearing. The only questions I got were mainly from that one congressman from California and the Republican representatives.
You know, the Democrats are angry about the administration's third country rule. It would send, illegal immigrants who cross to Central American countries basically to claim asylum in the first country they step foot in instead of the U.S. Do Democrats realize that the European Union, Canada, Norway all have third country asylum agreements?
Look, they don't care. This isn't about securing our border. Like I said today, it's not just about securing the border enforcement law. It's about saving lives. If they really wanted to save lives, they will close the loopholes that these people put themselves in harm's way to come here. But the general rules of asylum are you're escaping fear and persecution from your home government for race, religion, political views. So if they've left Guatemala and they're in Mexico, they have escaped that fear. So is it really about escaping fear and persecution, or is it about getting to the United States for a better life, which I understand, but it doesn't qualify for asylum?
That's the point. Here's the other thing that's happening, too. We're tracking border agents arrested two illegals, two Mexican nationals within days of each other. Both are convicted murderers, Mr. Homan. More than 1 million enforcement actions in the last fiscal year. The Border Patrol is seizing 3,000 weapons, arresting 1,000 gang members, including from MS-13, 16,000 criminal legals. This is just what Border Patrol caught. And we know that a recent Pew Research poll says 7 out of 10 Americans, they want border security.
You know, and thank you for that question. That's a great question, because this whole issue of the crisis, this humanitarian issue, Border Patrol has said, has taken 40 to 50% of their Border Patrol agents off the line to change diapers, make form, and take care of these families, which means our border is more vulnerable. So thank God the Border Patrol agents caught these people, but think of how many are getting through right now because half of the Border Patrol is no longer on the line. So criminals are coming through, gang members are coming through, drugs are coming through at record numbers because the Border Patrol agents are tied up with this crisis that could have been avoided if the Democratic leadership would have done their job and closed the loopholes. That's what makes this humanitarian issue into a national security issue. If you're someone in this world who wants to come here and do us harm, you're going to come through the southwest border when it's half guarded because of this crisis. You
know, this is not the first hearing where you mix it up with Democrats trying to push back on you, but you push back on the Democrats. Let's take a roundup look at what happened in the past. Watch.
And I just want you to know your contribution as acting director of ICE under this administration will always be remembered as one that was very ruthless and inhumane treatment of asylum seekers.
In my 34 years, I've never seen such hate toward a law enforcement agency in my life that you want to abolish them rather than doing your job and legislate.
Mr. Homan, your
if
time
they don't
has
like
expired.
it, legislate. You can't. I don't think
Homan,
Congress
according
is
to the
in the
rules of
habit
this committee-
of enacting laws.
Mr. Homan,
they
your
want to
time
enforce.
is expired.
Failed American people
Mr.
for not
Homan.
securing the border and closing loopholes.
Mr. Homan,
Look,
please respect the chair and the authority of the chair. The time of the gentleman has expired.
Chair,
Mr. Homan.
You work for
excuse
me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
Pretty fiery stuff, Mr. Homan.
Well, look, I'm not going to shut up. The thing is, when you're a witness, you're under oath, but they're not. So I'm not going to sit there after 34 years seeing the terrible things I've seen in my whole career and let them speak badly about my president or bad about the men and women of Border Patrol and ICE. I'm not going to let them lie to American people. So they want to get something in the official record that's untrue, and they don't want me to respond because I'm out of time. I'm never out of time. When I hear a congressman or a senator is going to lie to the American people, I'm not out of time. I'm going to take it on. I think that's my duty as a 34-year law enforcement officer. The American people need to hear the truth. This is political theater.
Effectively, they can criticize you, but then they gavel you out when you're not allowed to take on their criticism. That's what's going on. Seems like.
Yeah, gavel me all you want. You're not going to shut me up. I'm going to tell the American people the truth.
Yeah.
I know more about this issue than they'll ever know. I've forgotten more about this issue than they'll ever know. I've been on that border for 34 years. Don't tell me how this works.